Hello. The Nintendo 64 is a fantastic video game system with a great library of games. But did you know that you can expand that library past North American regions? With a simple modification, you can get Japanese N64 games running on your Nintendo 64. Today, I just wanted to show you a little bit of the process that I went through in modifying my console. I want to give a big thanks to Nintendo for inspiring this video. Pretty much, I followed his guide, so I don't want to take any credit for me thinking oh, I figured this out. This is just common knowledge on the internet, and he happened to give a very good and very clear step-by-step directions on how to modify your console. And I thought I'd just document my journey in doing so, with some commentary. But yeah, big thanks to him. I'm going to leave his video down in the description below so you guys can go watch it. And I'm also going to leave a link down below for the pieces and parts that I got to actually mod this thing. So if you are interested, you can go check that out yourself. It's on Amazon, pretty cheap. It was only about $15, and it's very simple. I was able to do this decently quickly. But yeah, thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Alright, so we're going to start out by taking out the jumper pack. You can take it out with any long object with a point. It was actually pretty cool taking this thing out. I'd always seen this thing and I never really understood what it did. You know, when I first got it, I was always confused about what it was. Right here is all the parts that I got from Amazon. This right here is the little base we're going to be swapping out for the tray that we're going to be swapping out. And then we have here the game bit screwdriver. This is a special screwdriver used to unscrew parts for NES, SNES, N64 cartridges and consoles. And it also came with a small Phillips head screwdriver. Alright, now we're going to flip it on over and we're going to start unscrewing each of the screws here. There was a total of 6 I had to get, and it actually took me quite a bit of time to actually get this whole thing open. I would one screw wasn't quite coming out, and you'll see that when I actually take off the piece. It took me 10 to 15 minutes. It took me a lot longer than it should have, and I was a little disappointed in myself. I'm not as handy as I used to be, so. Alright, now we have successfully been able to separate the top and bottom half, and the silver thing right here is what we're going to be taking out here. Now we're going to break out the Phillips head screwdriver and begin unscrewing these the two screws over here on the sides. Yeah, I was having a lot of trouble with that small Phillips head, so thankfully my roommate Michael, he was able to give me a much sturdier, better screwdriver, so shout out to him for providing me with that. I honestly probably wouldn't have been able to do it if it, like, that screwdriver just was really sucky. Alright, so now we're going to install the new black tray. So this is actually where it differs from Nintendo's guide. He actually went and actually just cut off some of the plastic pieces that were on the original tray. I just got a new one without them because the only thing that's actually stopping like Japanese N64 games from going into the console are just these plastic tabs right here. As you'll see, I try to insert a Japanese cartridge right there and it just simply doesn't fit because those tabs get in the way right there. Alright, now the actual modification part of the system is finally happening, and it's pretty simple. All I did was just screw it back in, and now we'll finally have access to Japanese N64 games. And like that, our original US cartridges can fit in there along with our Japanese cartridges. So it definitely looks like a success right now, but we'll have to see when we actually plug the thing in. So let's reassemble it, and then we'll put the jumper pack back in. And now we'll test out to see if it worked, because I was very unsure if it would when I did this. Heck, I was scared it wasn't going to turn back on, honestly. So for our tests, we'll be using a Japanese version of Super Smash Bros. For N64. I got this for like 20 bucks at like a nearby retro game store. It was a pretty good deal. And yeah, I believe it's authentic. It should be authentic. Blow into it, and let's try it out. Yeah, me and my roommate were freaking out a lot here because we were trying for like 5 to 10 minutes. I think it was just the cartridge. It hadn't been used in a while, so I had to like keep blowing and inserting it, but thankfully it worked. And yeah, as you can see on screen, that is the Japanese version of Smash Bros. All right.
And with that, the N64 has been modified. I will admit, I have never really done something like this when modifying a console. I've always had that lingering feeling that like I'm just going to break it. And I've had this N64 for like almost like maybe 10 years now. I bought it at a swap meet for like $90. And it's been working ever since, working good ever since. The reset button don't work, but it's still kicking and I'm still really happy about it. And it's great that I was able to modify this, and it's so simple and so easy. And a big reason why I didn't even, feel like buying North American cartridges is just because of how expensive they are. You can go on eBay and you can find some N64 cartridges for way, way cheaper. And that was a big reason as to why I even wanted to do this in the first place. Again, big shout out to Nintendo for his video, for his guide. Again, definitely check out his channel. He does a lot of tech and retro game stuff. I do enjoy his content. And thank you so much. Jesus bless you. all of you, and I am very appreciative for you watching to the end of this video. It really makes me happy. I hope you guys have a great and blessed day.